to day 3 of the 10-day relationship challenge.
Love it, love it, love it. Have you guys enjoyed day 1 and 2? We hope so.
Yeah, so far we've covered vulnerability, we've covered boundaries. Today, we are going to cover one of the primary reasons why relationships fail.
That's a good one. So, Gottman, who is just a profound researcher, because we come with not only the science, but real life examples and opportunities for you to learn and grow. And Gottman basically says that there are some telltale signs that if you have certain actions in your communication, certain ways that you tend to communicate, they can be really problematic. Like, not a little problematic, y'all, but really problematic. And I find it interesting that contempt is one of them.
Well, in all the studies that Gottman did at their research institute on relationships, contempt was the number one predictor that a relationship would end in divorce. Contempt.
Do you know what we're talking about? You know those looks that you give that you're like, I didn't say anything. I just that's a great one. When your kids are trying to understand whether something is valuable to the opposite parent, they'll look at that parent to see, is there affirmation? Is there a rolling of the eyes? Is there like, don't pay any attention to that? What is that gives them the understanding of whether or not this is important? Some of those things, contempt.
Contempt is really when you don't value the other person. You don't value their opinion. You see it in relationships where one person talks down on the other person. They always find fault in them. There's something wrong with them on every little thing, right? That's how contempt shows up in a relationship.
And nonverbals are really a big deal, you all. Different research has different numbers, but for the most part, 70% of our communication, up to 70% can be nonverbal. That means you cannot be saying anything, but you're saying everything.
Exactly.
Right? So those looks that you don't believe are a big deal, they're a big deal, because what they're communicating to the other person, to the person that's listening, to your partner, is what they have to say doesn't matter.
Yes.
What you have to say is more important. So do you ever have those conflicts where they're trying to get a word in, or they're giving you their story or their understanding, and you find a way with nonverbal communication to shut it down and move it to you?
Yes.
Contempt.
So the next time you catch yourself rolling your eyes, sucking your teeth,
shrugging them
off, shutting them down, talking down, understand.
Has a consequence.
It has a consequence. Danger, Will Rogers. Danger.
Because it's not benign. It will become cancerous.
Absolutely.
In your relationship. Because think about it. Over time, what that other person starts to experience is what you in some way hold as your truth.
Yeah.
What they're saying is not valuable. Where they're coming from is not important. You see it more importantly, clearly, in a right perspective than they do. Yeah. And then before you know it, it starts to eat away at the possibilities of the relationship.
So if you're already experiencing this in your relationships, and remember, when we talk relationships, primarily we're talking romantic, but this is applicable to all of your relationships. Yep. And if you're already experiencing some contempt in your relationships, you need to join us at our Heart of the Matter pop-up.
Absolutely.
We are going to be in Atlanta January 23rd for couples and January 24th for singles. The link is being dropped, and you see it at the bottom of the screen. You want to join us because we're going to talk about it. Although contempt is the number one predictor of relationship failure, there are some things that you can do to reverse that, right? There are some tactics, there's some communication tips, there's some things that we can do, some tools that you need in your belt, and you need to join us. You need to join us.
So that you can practice.
Absolutely.
Because not only will we show you how, but we'll give you some opportunities to practice so that you can go home and actually move, be, do differently. And that's what really counts. And if you are single, like Crystal said, the 24th is going to be for you, because listen, we take all of these communication patterns into our next.
Absolutely.
So just because you're not with the person you were with before, the next, you don't want to take the same baggage because you don't want the same outcome. So
you know what we say, wherever you go,
you go. So we'll see you guys on the 23rd if you're in a relationship, and we'll see you on the 22nd if you're seeking meaningful love in your life. Bye-bye, you guys.
Bye-bye.